Hi, thank you guys so much for coming here today. My name is Alyssa. We are going to be doing a full body Pilates workout today. Thank you guys so much for being here and wanting to sweat it out on the mat with me. So like I said, it's going to be a full body Pilates workout. The equipment that you're going to need today that I'm going to be utilizing is the Pilates ball. It is completely optional. You do not have to use it. And then I'm also going to be using a set of dumbbells. So these are from Bala. These are 3-pound hand weights then as well. If you have like wrist weights or ankle weights and you want to utilize those, you're more than welcome to. You completely forego any of the weights. Some of the stuff that you can utilize for the hand weights at home could be wine bottles, soup cans, candlesticks, etc., etc. And then even for a Pilates ball, you can always grab like a nice fluffy pillow for the work that we're going to be doing today. A small pillow, but you can completely forego the Pilates ball then too. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. So you're going to take your ball. It's going to come by your side. You're going to lay down on your backs to get started. You're going to continue to roll it all the way down to your mat. Good. Your feet can be planted or they can be extended out in front of you, whatever feels good for you. You can place one hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach, maybe closing those eyes here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it on out. Good. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale here. Exhale, letting it on out. Feeling those shoulders roll out of those necks. Making that mind-body connection here today on your mat. Forgetting about everything else besides you and your mat here. Feeling the mat beneath those feet, beneath those backs, beneath those shoulder blades. Being connected to the ground. That belly button goes in a little bit deeper each time with every exhale. Rib cage is pulling in. Good. Sink those weight into those heels. Begin to wiggle those toes, lifting them up off the mat. Maybe sinking it a little bit deeper, rolling out those ankles in one direction, rolling them the opposite direction here. Good. Maybe beginning to wiggle those toes and wiggling those fingertips along with those toes. And then begin to roll out those wrists here. Good. Just bringing awareness, bringing warmth to the center of your mat. If those eyes were closed, begin to blink them open here. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and reach those arms on up towards the ceiling. They're in line with those shoulders. You're placing those feet down on the mat. They're in line with those sit bones. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to begin to tuck that chin down, or slowly coming it on up. And then coming it on top of those sit bones. Good. Those arms are going to be extended out in front of you. You can go ahead and take this Pilates ball and place it back behind your lower back. Actually, go ahead and place it a little bit above that lower back here. Okay. So that's okay if that ball moves. It's all right. Find your footing. Your hands are going to be in line. So go ahead and just tucking that pelvic floor, just begin to roll it on back. Good. Those shoulders are still rolled out of that neck. And then begin to scoop it on up top of those hip bones. Good. Rolling it back. Just warming up that spine here. And then lifting it back on up till you're on top of those hip bones. Good. Excellent work. Go ahead and completely roll it on back. And then exhale as you lift it on up. Now on this next one, we're going to tuck that tailbone, rolling it back onto that Pilates ball here. Good. Now from here, can you bring those hands up towards those temples here? Good. You're really going to sink it back behind that yoga ball. You're going to lift it up for a crunch and then slowly inhale as you lower back down. Exhale as you lift it on up. Inhale as you slowly lower it down. Good. These are fire and these are killer. Absolutely. If at any point you want to go ahead and bring those hands to prayer instead, you're more than welcome to do so. But the thing that I want you to keep in mind here is that you scoop it on up like there's somebody punching you in the stomach. You're pulling that belly button back and then you're rotating it on back, rolling it back, lifting it on up, and then rolling it on back. Good. Again, you can always put those hands back up towards those temples. Those temples are going to be an advanced movement. You can always bring those hands down to prayer. Give me 4 more. You're going to hold it low. In 3, we're going to go ahead and pulse it on out. In 2, this next one, you're going to roll it on back here. Little tiny pulses up and down. Little tiny pulses, lifting it up and up and up and up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5. You're not here for long. In 4, 3, 2. Hold it down low. Hold it down low. Find strength and stillness. Good for 8. Elbows out nice and wide. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Slowly roll it on up. Tiny little break. You good? You feel good? I know probably after this you're going to be like, I'm never coming back to her classes. But I promise you they work. They promise you they work. All right, round 2. So from here, find your breath, grab a drink if you need it. All right, nice big inhale, exhale, letting it on out. Go ahead and bring those hands to prayer or back up to those temples. Really, the choice is up to you. You're going to begin to roll it on back. Good. And then from here, can you float that right leg up to tabletop? And then can you just tap the mat down? Lifting it on up to tabletop. And then tapping the mat down. Lifting it on up. Tapping the mat down. Give me 4 more. We got the left side. Give me 3. Yes, you can. Breathe. In 2. This next one, go ahead and place that right foot down on the mat. Switching it on out. Go ahead and float that left leg up to tabletop. Lowering it back down. Lifting up that left leg up to tabletop. Lowering it back down. Feel the shakes. Feel all the burn. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and place it back on down, rolling it back on up. Good. So you're now on top of those sit bones. Excellent, excellent work. Now from here, we're not done with core, but we're going to go ahead and flip it on over. I have some hair on my yoga ball. So go ahead and come down to your sides. All right, that yoga ball is going to be down in front of you. You're going to be down on that right forearm. Find your footing. That yoga ball is going to come down right underneath that right palm. You're going to press that weight down into that left palm, into that yoga ball. Those heels are going to be in line with those glutes. Good. The only thing that I want here is you're just going to open up that leg on up to the ceiling and then slowly lowering it back down. You're fighting gravity the entire time. So from here, you can probably already guess that we're going into our clamshells. So the thing that I want you to keep in mind is if your neck bothers you, look down towards your mat. There's no shame in it. All right. Next thing, you're going to want to slouch it down into that shoulder. I want you guys up and lifted. It doesn't matter how high you get that knee. All right. What I really want you to focus on is making sure that you're not dropping it down into that shoulder, because I don't want anybody leaving here with any neck pain through that screen. All right. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Excellent job. In 4, we're going to go ahead and add on. We're going to lift up those hips. In 3 and 2. This next one here, go ahead and find your bearing. You're going to go ahead and lift up those hips. Looking down towards the mat, pressing those hips forward, squeezing those glutes, And then inhale as you slowly lower those hips back down to the ground. Good. Repeating this motion here. Lifting it on up. And then slowly coming back down. Good. Lifting it on up. Sending those hips forward. Coming back on down to the mat. Good. Beautiful job. This is not meant for speed. This is to actually get in there with all of that full body movement here. Okay. We're going to add on from here. In 4. In 3, you're going to hold those hips high. In 2. This next one, engage your core. You're going to lift and send those hips forward. Send those hips forward. You're going to reach that yoga ball with that left hand on up towards the ceiling, opening up that chest. Can you go ahead and just extend that left leg so it's down on the mat? Good. From here, you're kind of in a modified side plank. Can you lift it on up with that left leg here? Good. And then begin to slowly lower it back down. Lifting it on up with that left leg. Good. And then slowly coming back down. I want 6 more, and then we're going to add on. 6, 5, 4. It's okay if you can only get it in line, maybe a little bit hovering. It is really up to you. It is your workout. This is your practice. In 3. In 2. This next one, go ahead and tap the ground down. Good. Can you reach that yoga ball so that it's up in line above that head? That arm is in line with those ears. We got a nice elbow to knee crunch here. So you're going to go ahead and squeeze that nice elbow to knee crunch in, and then you're going to send everything out long. Your chest is nice and open. Good. Squeezing it in and then extending everything out loud. Good. Squeeze it. Extend. Good. Give me 5. You're going to hold it in for that nice little pulse for that elbow to knee. Good. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to hold it in here for that nice elbow to knee crunch. Squeezing it in. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Extend everything out long. Good. Go ahead and place that yoga ball back down on the ground. Good. And then go ahead and lower down those hips. Good. Breathe. You guys good? All right. So we got round 2 coming up on deck. All right. So from here, you're going to go ahead and have that yoga ball down by your right palm again. Your right forearm is going to be down. All right. So from here, we have round 2, which means that we're still not done this side of the body. All right. So now from here, you're going to begin to lift up that left leg so it's in line with those hips. Good. And then tap the ground down. That yoga ball is there so that your chest is nice and tall, nice and open, and that you're not slouching it down in that right shoulder blade. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly lowering it down. Good. You can even bring that right knee out in line with that right hip down on the ground, or you can have it back placed behind you. It is really up to you. I'm just working those inner thighs here. All right. Give me 8. Give me 7. Give me 6. 5. 4. You're pressing that weight down as that yoga ball. In 3, you're getting into those triceps. In 2, breathe. This last one, holding this leg, left leg floating. Good. Can you begin to then sweep that left leg in front of you? Flexing that foot, sending it back on behind you. Pointing that foot, sweeping it on up in front of you. Flexing that foot, sending it back. So if you're familiar with Pilates Reformer, we do a lot of these in the strength classes there. Good. It's okay if you don't get it directly in front of that body. Good. I'd much rather you have that control in that core and stay out of that shoulder. Good. Give me 4. 3. Give me 2. This last one, you're going to go ahead and bring it halfway in front of you, halfway in front. Go ahead and twist it so that those toes are down, pointed down towards the floor and those heels are facing up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and give me tiny little lifts up and down. Oh yes. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm not done. In 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it here. Hold it here. Can you go ahead and point those toes, flexing them, bringing them all the way out, exterior rotating that leg. Go ahead and give me tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. Come out of that neck. Good. Continue to breathe through this. Give me 8, 7, 6. We're going to go ahead and rotate the other side and give me those other circles, other direction. In 2. Last one. Let's go ahead and give me tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. Breathe. I'm right there with you. Guys, I don't know if you've seen it in the past, but my left leg always shakes uncontrollably. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2. Last one. Go ahead and lower that leg back down. Whew. Those inner thighs were burning, getting into those glutes. Oh my gosh, that was just absolutely a killer. Absolutely a killer. All right, go ahead and shake it out. You're going to go ahead and place that yoga ball down towards the side for now. You're going to go ahead and grab onto those 2 dumbbells. Okay. From here, you can be kneeling. All right. Your booty is tucked. Your shoulders are rolled out of that neck. The energy is shooting out through the crown of your head. All right. From here, you're going to go ahead and have those palms face up towards the ceiling here. All right, so you're going to go ahead and send and serve those weights out in front of you and then lowering them back down to those rib cages. Let me find my gripping a little bit here. Good, serving those weights out in front of you and then bringing them back in line with those rib cages. So when you serve them on out, you're not sending in that upper body back because you're not going to be engaging those arm muscles and those shoulders that I want you to be engaging. Good. I'm just making sure that my mic didn't die. Good. Give me 8. We're going to add on from here. Wouldn't that stink if the mic died? Oof. It's happened to me before. In 4, you're going to hold them on out. In 3, send those hips forward. You're going to have nice core control here and nice more arm control as well. In 2. Good. This next one, hold them on out here. Now, can you flip those palms? When you flip those palms, you're going to then begin to brush those hands back behind those rib cages. But as they go ahead and brush past those rib cages, it's like there's an invisible string pulling those hips back as you go ahead and send those hips back a little. Good. From here, you're going to then begin to lift up those arms. Palms are still facing down. Those hips press on forward. Good. Continuing that motion, go ahead and send them back behind those rib cages and then lifting them back on up. I want 8 more of those. We're going to go into a nice little combination. Good. In 6, you're going to hold those palms back behind you. Good. Give me 4. Give me 3. In 2. This next one, hold those palms back behind you. You're going to flip those palms and you're actually going to brush them past those rib cages. As they brush past those rib cages, you're going to flip those palms up and then serve them back up in front of you so that those palms are facing up. We're going to go into a combination. All right, getting into those posture muscles, flipping those palms down towards the ground, brushing them past those rib cages, opening up those chests. As we go ahead and send them through, passing and brushing those rib cages, those palms are going to flip on up facing the ceiling. Good. Let's repeat that motion here. Flip the palms, send it on back, send it on forward. Good. Flip the palms, send those hips back. As we twist those arms, palms facing up, you send those hips pressing forward once again. Good. 8. You guys got it. 7. You guys look strong. 6. You're capable. I know you are. I'm proud of you for being on the mat here today and being here with me. 5. 4. 3, 2. This last one, go ahead and serve those arms. Palms are facing up. Can you flip those palms down? Can you flip them on up? Can you flip them down? Can you flip them up? Flip them down, flip them up. Good. In 5, we're going to go ahead and add on from here. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, go ahead and bring those palms down by those sides. Good. Can you step your right foot through? Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and tuck those left toes. You're going to engage and press all of that weight down through that left knee, and you're going to come up to a nice little lunge as such. Good. Those arms are going to be on the outside of that right leg. Can you go ahead and flip those palms so that they're facing up towards the top of the mat? You're going to go ahead and row it back to those rib cages and then release it on out. Row it back to those rib cages and then release it on out. Good. Give me 5. Give me 4. Give me 3. Right hip is pressing back, left hip is pressing forward. Give me 2. This next one, as you release it on out, just go ahead and flip those palms back facing the center of the body, and then just row those arms back and then release it on out. Row them back, release it on out. Beautiful. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Can you get a little bit deeper into that standing leg? In 3, in 2. This next one, go ahead and release out those arms. Go ahead and flip those weights. You're going to bring them on the outside of that right foot here. Okay, gaze is going to be down. You're going to engage and put all of that weight down into that right leg. You're going to begin then to lift and lengthen that left leg back behind you. That right leg has a slight bend in it. Good. From here, go ahead and tap the ground down with that left leg and then lifting it on up. Good. Go ahead and tap the ground down, lifting it on up. So you're low in that right leg. Your gaze is down towards the ground. Beautiful job. In 5, you're going to hold up that left leg. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold up that left leg behind you. Good. Excellent work. Go ahead and give me tiny little pulses. Tiny little pulses. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. Give me 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Can you bring that left leg back behind that right, kind of like you're going into a nice little curtsy, and then sending it on out behind you. Go ahead and bending in that left knee, bringing it behind that right, and then go ahead and sending it back on out behind you. Good. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. In 4, we're going to double time it, running in place. In 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and run it in place. So run it in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out for 8, 7, as fast as you can. 6, don't sacrifice that form. In 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, shake it on out. Whew. Go ahead and shake out those glutes, topping it on out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Excellent job. High five your neighbor. High five your pet if you have one. High five yourself. Give yourself a little pat on the back, okay? When I was teaching class one time, I told my class to kiss their neighbor on the cheek, and somebody actually did, and I thought that was really, really cute. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other side now. So you're gonna step that left foot forward, that right foot is going to come back, okay? We're going around the mat here. All right, so your left foot is forward, that right foot is back. You have that nice little hinge forward. Good, you're down on those right toes. The heel is lifted. Those palms are gonna be facing up towards the top of your mat to begin once again. All right, find your grounding, find something down on this ground. I don't really have a lot of balance on my left side, so I'm right there with you, okay? All right, go ahead and row it back with those weights to those rib cages and then releasing it on out. Go ahead and row it on back and then release it on out. Good, row it back, release. Your left hip is pressing back. Your right hip is pressing forward. Okay, you have a slight bend in that back leg. Rowing it back, releasing it on out. Good, for 5, 4, 3. You're gonna flip those palms. And 2. This next one, go ahead and release it on out. Go ahead and face those palms to the center of the body. Let's begin to row those arms back behind. Good, up to those rib cages and release. Row it back and then release it on out. Good. You guys look so good, so strong. I already know, I can feel it through the screen here, okay? Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one is you go ahead and release out that row. Go ahead and bring those weights on the outside of those left legs. You're going to engage your core, putting that weight down into that standing left leg. All right, good. From here, you're going to have a nice little hinge forward. You're going to lift up that right leg behind you. Good, and then begin to tap the ground down. I'm going to bring up my weights a little bit here. Good, just so I can have a little bit better grounding, more control. Good. That gaze is down towards your mat. That left leg has a bend in it, slight bend. If you have a really tight hamstrings like I do, I typically have a lot of tight hamstrings, so you're going to see a significant bend in my left leg. Good. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold up that right leg back behind you. Little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses. Good. Breathe. I'm right there with you. Every single thought that you have throughout today's workout here on the mat, I have too, okay? I am human. I am just like each and every single one of you. Good. I feel all the shakes. I feel all the burn. It doesn't get any easier. It just gets more tolerable. It is a mind game. It is a mindset. Dig deep. In 4. We're going to go ahead and bring that right leg back behind that left. In 2. Last one. Go ahead and bring that right leg back behind that left, going into a nice curtsy. And then go ahead and sending it back out behind you. Good. Bending it back in behind that left. And then sending it back out long behind you. Good. In 6, we're going to double time it. In 5, in 4, we're going to run it as fast as you can. Do not sacrifice that form. In 3, in 2, this next one, let's go ahead and run it in place. So run it in, send it back, run it in, send it back. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and lose those weights. Shake out that glute. I definitely had a knife in my glute there. What about you? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Roll out those shoulders, unclench your jaw, re-find your breath, take a drink, take a second, breathe. All right, so if you need to, you can go ahead and give yourself a figure 4. If not, let's go ahead and come to the back of our mats. We're gonna do a nice little active recovery and nice bend in your knees. You're gonna inhale, reaching those arms up above. Exhale as you reach it on out, down by those sides. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale. As you exhale, those arms come down by your sides. You're brushing them back behind those legs, bringing those hands down towards the mat, letting that head, neck, and shoulder just fall. Good, and maybe lifting it up, one right, and then one left, one right, and then one left. Good. In 4, we walk it on out to a nice high plank. In 3, in 2. This next one, go ahead and walk it on out to a nice high plank. If those weights are in your way, you can go ahead and move them off to the side. You're in a high plank here. Good. Shoulders are rolled out of that neck, pressing up into those shoulder blades. Booty is tucked. The rib cage is engaged. Gaze is down towards the mat. Holding it here. Good. Beautiful job. In 5, we're going to drop it down. In 4, we're going to send it, we're going to come down onto our left-hand sides. In 3, in 2. This next one, dropping down those knees, sending those legs out to the side. You're coming down onto that left side now. So you're down on that left forearm here, okay? You're going to grab onto that Pilates ball. You guys already know because we've already did it once, okay? All right, so from here, you're down on that left forearm. That right hand is going to be on top of that Pilates ball, pressing that pressure into that Pilates ball to engage that tricep and those biceps. So you're down on the side. Your feet are in line with those glutes. I'm going to come forward just here a little bit. All right, now the thing, do not sink it down into that shoulder. I want you nice up and lifted. From here, engage your core. You're going to go ahead and lift up that right leg and then come back down, lifting it on up and slowly coming back down. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Good. Beautiful job. Fighting gravity as you go ahead and lower down that right leg to meet that left and then sending it back on up. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6. You guys already know what's up next. Okay, you did it once. We're going around the mat here. We're coming back down. You're more than halfway through class. You guys should be so proud of yourselves for the work that you've been doing thus far. In 2, you're going to send those hips high. This next one, let's go ahead and find your ground. Okay, pressing that weight down into that yoga ball. You're going to lift it on up, send those hips forward, and then slowly come back down towards your mat. Okay, you're lifting it on up, and then slowly coming back down with those hips towards your mat. Good. Your gaze can go down towards your mat. I find better that I can have more control and stability if I go ahead and look down towards my mat. Good. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Good. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. Good. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. In 4, you're going to hold those hips high. In 3, you're going to hold those hips high. In 2, this next one, let's go ahead and hold those hips high. We're going to add on, lifting and one up. Go ahead and reach for that yoga ball, lifting it back on up towards the ceiling. Good. From here, just go ahead and extend that right leg, tapping it down on the mat. Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and lift it on up with those right legs. Good. And then tap the ground down. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. If at any point your shoulder begins to bother you, you're always welcome to come on up to that arm here. Okay. It's the same thing. You're in that modified side plank. You're lifting it on up and then coming back down. I have you on your forearms to give those wrists a break, but it's really up to you with how you feel in this very moment. Okay. Same thing. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, holding that left foot, that right leg back down to the ground, reaching that right arm up above that head so it's in line with those ears. Go ahead and give me a nice elbow to knee crunch, and then sending everything out long. Tap the ground down with that right leg. Go ahead and give me that nice elbow to knee crunch, and then sending it out long. Those chests are nice and open. 8, 7, 6. We're going to go ahead and crunch it and squeeze it, pulse it in 5, 4. Come out of that shoulder. 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and squeeze it in and in and in and in. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You extend long. 3, 2. Last one, extend everything out long. Go ahead and drop down those hips down to the ground. Find your breath. Good. Now from here, the reason why I have you guys breaking, because I don't want you guys straining too much on your neck or shoulders, but we're not done, all right? So tiny little break. We're gonna come back down onto those forearms, okay? Those knees can be in line with those hips. Those right legs can be down in line. Your hand can be still down on top of that yoga ball, okay? Or if you feel like you're really slinching it down, you can bring that yoga ball so that it's right underneath that rib cage, keeping you nice and stabilized. From here, you can lift up that right leg so it's in line with those hips, and then tap the ground down. You guys look good. Beautiful. If it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, it's because I'm looking in the mirror right now, making sure that everything looks good, A-okay, checking in with that form. Because I know when you're tired, and I'm guilty of it too, when you become tired from the exercises, that form really starts to depreciate, and you kind of roll it on back and open up that hip to the side, okay? Having a mirror, for me personally, helps. And also a lot of cueing also helps. So you're going to notice that throughout all of the classes that I give here, I'm going to give a lot of cueing. Good. In 4, you're going to hold it on up. In 3, in 2. This next one, holding it on up with that right leg, holding it here. You're going to then begin to sweep that right leg in front. Good. Pointing those toes, flexing it up at the top, and then sending it back behind you. Pointing those toes, sweeping it on up in front of you, flexing that foot, sending it back behind you, pointing those toes, sweeping it on up, flexing it, sending it on back. Try not to rock those hips, okay? Have that nice core stability here. Still pressing that weight down into that yoga ball. 8, 7, you're gonna hold it and stop it so it's halfway in front of you. In 6, in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're gonna go ahead and point those toes, sending it out in front of you halfway. Go ahead and tilt it so that those heels are up towards the ceiling. Go ahead, little tiny pulses. Good. Oh, I know these are a killer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, hold it here. Go ahead and just point those toes, little tiny circles in one direction, little tiny circles, little tiny circles. Guys, I am shaking. There is an earthquake on my mat. Whoo! Good, you guys look good. In 4, we rotate. In 3, in 2, go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. I am sweating. The drips are happening. The shakes are happening. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Whew. Why do I do this to myself? Whew. Go ahead and maybe come on up. Roll out that neck here just a little bit. Good. Maybe you roll out those shoulders from that neck. Shake it out. Excellent job. All right, now from here, I'm almost done torturing you guys. All right, so now from here, what I want is for you guys to go ahead and grab that Pilates ball. I know the Pilates ball is my favorite. So from here, you're gonna flip it on over, okay? So you're gonna find a high plank, but the ball is gonna come underneath that right shin, almost to that right ankle. So you're gonna place it behind here. Your shoulders are going to be stacked above those wrists, okay? You're going to find that high plank. You're stepping it on out. It's okay if you lose that yoga ball. It's all right. Good. Find your footing, tucking those toes underneath. Good. Now from here, gotta fix my ball. From here, you're just holding it here. In 4, when I count you in, you're gonna roll up that yoga ball, sending that right foot up to that chest, and then rolling it back. In 3, in 2, this next one, can you roll it up towards that chest? Can you roll it on back? Can you roll it up towards that chest? Can you roll it on back? Rolling it up, rolling it back. Good. 8. We're going to pulse that right knee up towards that chest in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And this next one, holding it up right here. Just little tiny pulses, pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and send it on back. Send those hips on up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog. Giving yourself a tiny little break. Good, maybe pedaling out those feet here. Beautiful job. Now this next time, can you ripple it on up to a nice high plank? Drop down those toes, flip that yoga ball over to the other side. Because we are so lucky to be gifted with 2 sides. Find your footing. That yoga ball is going to come underneath that left ankle. Find your footing. You're going to begin to engage that core once again. Good. I just got this new yoga ball. I had a black one and I was like, I need to get a white one. So here we are. All right. Holding it here. In 4, you're going to drive that left knee on up to that chest. Same thing like we did the other side. In 3, 2, this next one, go ahead and bring that left knee up, sliding it on back. Bring that left knee up, sliding it on back. Good. Give me 8, and then we pulse that left knee up to that chest. In 7, in 6, in 5, in 4, breathe. 3, in 2. This next one, holding it here. Little tiny pulses in, 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 in. This is it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and roll it back. Downward facing dog. If you lose that yoga ball, it's okay. Maybe pedaling out those feet, stretching out those lats. Breathe. Excellent, excellent work. In 4, you're going to ripple it on up to a nice high plank. In 3, in 2, this next one, rippling it on up to a nice high plank. Your magic number for today is 5. I need 5 push-ups. You can take them down onto your knees. All right, I just need those elbows glued to those rib cages. Otherwise, I want you up and lifted into that high plank. In 10, we're going to go into those push-ups. In 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's all I need. In 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop it down. Inhale, exhale, press. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, press. Give me 3, 2. This next one, hold it up high, hold it high. Find that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and begin to slowly lower it down to your mat, hovering, 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 hovering. Go ahead and begin to drop it on down, untuck those toes. Baby cobra as you inhale. And then exhale, forward, fold it on down. Go ahead and bring those arms by your sides. Maybe resting that cheek onto your mat. Let that heart rate come down from all the great work that we just did on our mat here today. Taking a second to regroup, feeling the shakes. Checking in with how you feel. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way on up to a nice seated position. Lifting it on up. Coming down. We have 2 breaths and then you're done. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it on out. Last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Palms come together up at the top. You exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on the mat. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than sharing my love of Pilates with each and every single one of you at home, on your screen, wherever you are taking this, whatever time of day. Pilates is a practice. It is not easy at all, but you guys have persevered and you did it, and you guys are so strong. And I love being here with each and every single one of you. I cannot wait for you guys to join me next time here on the mat. Bye.